today, I'm trying to answer a very important question that gets asked. Why do you make these videos and allow them to be shared on the social media? Of course, I am personally not interested in social media, and I do not have a Twitter account or a Facebook or so on and so on. I am much more interested in this new economy of infrastructure of ideas that the social media is allowing, and in positioning myself into this new paradigm of exchange of ideas and trying to stir things up. I'm trying in this particular impasse that we are all have been thrown in as partially as a result of the neoliberalism and the exhaustion of revolutionary ideas as well. I'm not talking, of course, only about the left. It's a much broader problem, but my own interest is particularly from the leftist perspective is how do we transform this? And of course, here I put myself into this equation and I try to transform this stale conception of how we are supposed to engage with one another, how we are supposed to engage with ideas, and therefore this is the important point of these videos. Some people assume that I'm a controversialist. Of course, I'm not a controversialist. My main interest is to create this new structure for the exchange of ideas, and this is not about me playing any kind of controversial role intentionally. What I'm trying to do over here is try to find the manifestation in the Lacanian sense, of course, of the self and how it can engage with this hyper-real product of perception of the other in the digital form. Of course, I choose to do this through this medium, this if you like, this seductive and sexy representation of the idea through myself and my being, which in itself is quite a seductive notion, of course. And what my hope is, if you remember, and Marx talked about this, is if you like, the struggle with the body. You know, he always had these problems, and the skin and all of this. This is, in one way, it's a return to the idea of the real, a return to the idea of the feeling that we suffer today from this idea of digital numbness. My own role in this paradigm now is a form, if you like, I put these videos out and I try through this to become a form of revolutionary lubricant. I try to bring about this transformative look. I'm not, again, I'm not saying this is about me, about myself, and how do I draw attention to my ideas and tell my books and so on. This is for me a much more important process for how we go forward.